Right, welcome back everybody. And tonight I just thought I'd go and just for a little ride out, because we've been on holiday, so the bike's not been used for a good 3 weeks now at least, maybe more. So as it's Friday night and sun's out, I just thought I'd go for a little ride. I'm not going to Whitwell tonight, you'll be pleased to know. I go there too often, so I thought I'd go in the opposite direction, just a little bit out of Norwich, and we're going to go and visit Surlingham Ferry pub, which is just outside of Norwich, sort of along the river. It's lovely pubs tucked away, quite difficult to find if you're not local, but I'll put a little marker pin down on the map, and if you're out this way you should visit, because they do really lovely food and some really nice local ales as well. Cyclist, honestly, I swear he didn't even look. Pardon my French. Just be careful of this speed camera as well. A couple of my mates got caught by this, just going a tiny bit over. He swears he weren't doing more than 33, but I thought they only do if you're sort of 10% plus 2, isn't it? I think it's 35. Anyway, he swears blind he weren't doing 35, but I reckon he must have been. That'd be a lesson to you all you kids. You know, the only foolproof method of avoiding speeding fines is just to not speed. I've been caught a couple of times. I think the last time I got caught, I was driving though for work. Got caught coming back from Middlesbrough. I was going a little bit too fast on a dual carriageway and got caught by a static camera, and so luckily for me I got offered the speed awareness course, which I had to give up my Saturday for. But if you're going to be a naughty boy, you've got to suck it up and pay the money, and you know, go when the course is available. And prior to that, I think it was many years ago, I was about 18, I got caught in Wales, doing about, I must have been doing about 37 then for a 30, but in my defence, the road didn't change size or anything. I went through a little village in a tiny rural area of Wales, and yeah, if you'd have blinked, I think I must have done, I missed the speed limit change, and there was a copper sitting just down the road waiting for people. And I think personally, I think that they sit there very often, because I think a lot of people break the speed limit go on that road. So yeah, he was writing the ticket out before I even got in the car, so he weren't messing about, and I'm sure he was waiting for the next customer to come along, which would have been in the next 5 minutes, I'm sure. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't the fact that I had a English number plate, although allegedly they do make a difference. He's in a rush. So just so you're able to find it if you do come to Norwich, I am heading out of Norwich now on the sort of Lowestoft road, what I would call it. First turn off you come to would be to go to Yarmouth. You see here Becclesdoes off Bungay, Yarmouth left, and if you go right and join the A47 that heads across to Swaffham. So what you're looking for is to bypass this Yarmouth turn. We're just going to go up one and then hang a left there. So after these lights I'm just going to hang a left and then we should be good on the road, and that sort of takes you around the bottom side of the river. So we've just gone over the river. So next turning, you want to follow the signs for Bramerton. That's what we're heading for. Incidentally, I'm still looking for a new bike, and there's been quite a lot of MTA7s come onto the market recently in good, you know, low mileage examples, good price as well. And there's a nice SV650X for sale at the Honda Suzuki dealer. But I think I've still got my heart set on getting a Triumph of some description, probably the Street Twin. I still like the Trident. I think I need to just again suck that up and with the height of it and just take it for a test ride. I think it's going to be light enough for me to manage, no bother. I can get it lowered a little bit and get the seat sculpted and put a gel pad in, and I reckon that would sort me out a treat. So but I'm also looking to persuade my girlfriend to come out on the back of my bike, and the Street Twin's going to be perfect for that, because it's a bit of a bigger engine, it's a lot more torque, and the seat's more bench. It's got a nice bench seat, nice flatter seat. It was MTA7 and the Trident, just really just a bit too high and perched above me, really. So I don't think she'd like it. I'm just after something that's going to be user friendly for her, and the most important thing is for her to feel comfortable. And to be fair, the Street Twin is you know, top of my list for bikes that I like. Unfortunately, the bikes that are for sale at the moment at the Triumph garage are, you know, a little pricey. Even the ones that have done like 10,000 miles, they're still wanting close to £8 grand for, which I think is ridiculous. But I think they're just trying to counteract the fact that they're not selling many bikes with keeping the second hand ones, you know, quite dear. So in my opinion that's not going to work, because they're just not going to sell the second hand ones at the price they want to. I refuse to buy a brand new bike because you just lose so much money driving it off the forecourt. Like, it's just not going to happen. I'd rather someone else takes that hit. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm fearing though that, yeah, the season cracks on and I still haven't found a bike that I'm happy with, that it may be next year sometime before I manage to get another bike, but that's okay. You know, I'm happy with this. Yeah, it's doing me you know, proud of this bike. I always enjoy going out on it. Just not ideal for passengers, really, is one of the main reasons that I want to swap it. And the fact that, yeah, it'd be nice to have a little bit more power, either from a bigger twin or a triple engine. I think is the way I'm going to go. So we're just coming to Bramerton now. So it's a tiny little village, Bramerton. There's another pub, it's called the Bramerton Woods End. I think it's now called, I can't remember what the pub's called now. It used to be the Woods End. It's something by the water. I'll find out anyway and put a note up on the video. So we're just turning left down here, Oh, I think it's called the Water's Edge. That is it. It used to be the Bremerton Woods End. It's now called the Water's Edge. There's another lovely pub which I'll try and pop back to another day. And they've, you know, in the last few years they've put a load of decking out so you can sit right on the edge of the river and watch all the boats go by. So this is your road down to the Water's Edge. And now we really are heading out into rural Norfolk. So unfortunately we've got this Nissan in front of us. I used to come down here with my little AGS Cadwell 125 when I first had that, because yeah, it was far enough away just to feel like I'd had a little ride out, and yeah, and it's a nice little bike for company lanes as well, so there's no fast roads that you had to be worried about. But I must admit, well, every time I come here on this bike it just feels like a short hop really, and I feel like, I think on a bigger bike you feel like you need a bit of a bigger run really to feel like you've had a proper ride around. So the only problem with having cars in front of you on this road is that they do go quite slowly, because it's just, the road narrows in places and it's very difficult to, if you meet something like a tractor. Still, hopefully it won't be turning off where I'm going. We're just coming into Surlingham now. I'm just going to turn left on this really sharp hairpin bend. I'm going to head down here. This goes down to a little private access road to bring you out by the pub. There's some speed bumps along here if I remember rightly. Oh yeah, there it is. This is Surlingham Ferry House.